Well, please welcome our drivers to the stage now ahead of the 2026 Miami E-Prix, round 3 of the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship here at the Miami International Autodrome. From left to right, we've got Zane Maloney from Lola Yamaha Apt Formula E team, Jake Dennis from Andretti Formula E, and our championship leader, Nick Cassidy from Citroen Racing. Nick, love the hats. Can we have a look?
At the hat?
No, yeah, can we?
Yeah.
Maybe if you just flip it off, we could. Wow.
It's a bit different, yeah.
Are you happy with it?
I expected shorter, actually.
Did you?
There's still like, what, 2 mil on the top?
Chicks love it.
Not as much as Jev loved it yesterday. He seemed to be really enjoying that. Yeah. No, obviously, you know, your hairstyle comes from your recent success. 2 races in, leading the championship in a new team. Must be good vibes all around.
Yeah, it's been obviously a really great start, but it's super early. I mean, yeah, 15 races to go, long championship. Great vibes in terms of, I think we arrived to Sao Paulo with lots of excitement. You know, Citroen coming to Formula E is a big deal, and just to have a start like this for them is really cool. So it's been an enjoyable process so far, you know, being part of the team and starting like this. But as I say, a long way to go, and let's see how we go this weekend and in the upcoming races as well.
Obviously, those 2 finishes on the podium, one of which was a win, came from outside the top 10. You've made a habit of starting outside the top 10 and pulling off these incredible finishes. What is it down to? Is it good strategy? Is it good managing in race? What does it come down to?
I think it's a combination of lots of things need to go your way in those races. I mean, you know, Jake beside me, I think he's excellent in those races as well. You know, Ollie Rowland's usually very good in those races, but they don't happen all the time, you know, and there's a lot of risk starting outside that top 10, and you need, as I say, a lot of things to go your way. So first target for us is to be starting in that top 10, get myself a little bit better in qualifying, doing a bit of a better job myself there, and yeah, I think that's the main focus on my side now for these next few races, even if I still think, you know, we can have strong results kind of from anywhere this weekend and maybe in Jeddah, but ultimately we won't be able to do that every weekend in the championship. So to try, get stronger over one lap.
I think one thing that's been very impressive is that you've come into a new team, a new environment, and continued your form from the end of last year. I'm just wondering what the biggest differences you've noticed have been working with Citroen compared to your previous teams.
There's always going to be small differences here and there. I mean, it was quite not a shock, but quite a big change for me, you know. See, moving from Envision to Jaguar, it was the same powertrain, and now it's kind of, I've said a few times, but like Mac to Windows type of thing. I've just worked really hard in the off season to get comfortable, to help on development as much as I can. We're bringing new stuff all the time. You know, we've got a few more things for this weekend, and hopefully if we can just keep that development rate up, then we can be strong. But it's been a good transition so far.
Absolutely, it has. Thank you very much, Nick. Jake, obviously, great start to the season for you as well. Won the first race, just 4 points behind Nick. New team colours as well. How do they fit with your wardrobe?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a change on the Instagram vibe, going from white and red to black and yellow. But yeah, so far, I think the car looks great. So obviously have a TWG AI joining us, and yeah, just bringing it all together, showing delivery for the first time. A little bit less red on the grid as well, I think, is welcomed. So yeah, overall very positive.
Obviously, being in the position you're in now and having started the season so well, a lot of people came into this season saying because it's the last one of this generation of car, it will be the most competitive. Have you felt that already in these 2 races?
I mean, I found season 10 and 11 pretty competitive as well. We were not great. So yeah, I think every year is competitive. From season 9 to now, to win a race is extremely difficult. And yeah, I don't expect it to be any different this weekend or for the future races. But yeah, I'm feeling good inside of the car, which I haven't done for some time now, from the past couple of years. So we just need to try and keep that momentum going. And yeah, hopefully we can do that this weekend.
When it comes to qualifying and the lower temperature here in Miami than we would have perhaps hoped for, Are there concerns about how long it's going to take to get the tyres up to temperature, given that you obviously only have a small amount of time to qualify and it's quite a short lap as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think if it was a long lap, it would be an issue, but the fact that it's short really gives us enough time to, to do multiple warm-up laps. You definitely won't be seeing, what we probably saw in some other races where it's, 1 or 2 build-up laps. We'll definitely be doing a few more here, but nevertheless, it's the same for everyone. Everyone kind of understands this tyre now very well and what the operating window is. So I don't expect too many different run plans out there in the 10-minute window we have. We have the luxury of watching Group A this weekend as well. So I'll probably just copy and paste whoever is the fastest in that and do that.
Makes sense completely, and obviously copy and paste completely different on a Mac to a PC. When it comes to your teammate Felipe, you're now the senior driver in the lineup. Obviously, he's getting there. He hasn't got the points yet, but the performances have been very strong. I'm just interested to know what kind of advice you've been giving him as someone who's jumped into Formula E compared to yourself that's been around for a while. Yeah,
I mean, it only felt like the other day when me and Nick first arrived here, and both didn't have great first seasons. In all fairness, it was pretty tough for us. I remember both of us fighting for P17 and 18 in Rome, and Nick put me in the wall for that back in the day. But we've obviously evolved and had some. Was it P12? That was a good result for me. But we've evolved and obviously have quite a lot of experience in these racing now. But I've said it multiple times, Felipe is a very experienced driver. He's not someone who's jumped out of F2 and then gone straight into this. He's very much an F2 champion, driven Formula 1, LMDH, endurance. He's not a rookie in Formula E. So, I think he's had a decent start. I think ultimately he would want points and probably deserve them in Sao Paulo. But I think Mexico was obviously a tough weekend for him in general. But I think here he should be right on the money. It's a very normal track, this one. The next two, he knows Jeddah well. So, hopefully we can have a good weekend together. It's nice to be up there in the constructors and hoping we can sort of continue that together.
Nice one. Thank you very much, Jake. Zane, you got your first point in the first race of this season. That was maybe a milestone in your Formula E career, but did you actually see that as much of a milestone?
I mean, yes, because of the position that we're in. I think to score a point any weekend everything needs to go our way and kind of go perfect. So obviously a few penalties in Brazil, which allowed the points to come, but we're obviously trying to get higher than that, and we need to get everything perfect to be anywhere near the points. So just continue the way we are, and if people have some troubles and we do the right job, then we can get a few more.
What is the next milestone? What's the team's focus? Where do you want to be, say, in the next few races or so?
I mean, not much has changed on the car since last year, like physically. So, of course, in terms of system software, we're always developing and getting closer to the field. But in terms of efficiency, we still struggle a bit. So, in the race, especially if it's a peloton race, it's quite difficult for us. I mean, the development has been going very good in terms of how the team's working. Everyone's working very well together. We're maximizing the car that we have. Understanding the tires. In that sense, we're doing a very good job. It's just we're not quite on the pace right now. So, I mean, obviously, one eye is on this year, trying to continue to improve. But we know that our opportunity is in Gen 4, and we're pushing for that.
With that in mind, what kind of race are you expecting this weekend, and how can you maximize your finishing position given the challenges you may have?
Yeah, I think, like Jake said, it's quite a normal track, so everything's quite smooth. Probably good for us, a bit less chaotic in terms of systems, and get the car in a better window. So looking forward to trying to qualify as high up as possible. And I mean, these Formula E races are always chaos, so if you stay out of trouble, kind of do the right job, then you'll be somewhere near the points. So we did that in Brazil. We got a point, and just looking to maximize what we have. I mean, positions right now is not really. We don't know coming into a weekend. We can be 1/10 off the pace or half a second, depending on the track. So, a new track for everyone, and hopefully we can maximize the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, best of luck to all three of you. We've got time for a couple of questions, and we're going to start with Drew, who's on the left over here.
My name is Drew. I'm a 20-year-old with cerebral palsy. Obviously, growing up with the disability, I've faced a lot of challenges. And so I was wondering what your main challenge was in getting here. And I recently launched my foundation, the Limitless Foundation, where we fund other disabled dreamers like myself. So I was wondering what your main goal or dream is.
I mean, well, first of all, congratulations on launching that. It's pretty impressive. And, I think everyone goes through different challenges in life, and some more difficult than others. I'm very fortunate to be in this position, to turn professional at racing at the age of 21 was a lifelong dream of mine, and something which we've all worked hard for. But yeah, I think, you should never stop having goals. I think that's ultimately, my first goal was to become world champion. Ultimately, we managed to achieve that, but now it's to continue moving in that direction again. And but yeah, ultimately, it's we're in a very fortunate position to be racing in Formula E, racing in cool locations, and doing this as our job. So yeah, very thankful.
Yeah, I can only echo what Jake said. I mean, massive respect to you and for what you're doing and pushing on. That's super cool. I think in myself, I can only say I've been pretty fortunate and quite lucky to have had a lot of support. I mean, I grew up in New Zealand, had this dream of going to Europe to race cars, and it took me to Japan and obviously to America along the way, and can only be thankful and say that I'm super lucky. But at the same time, depending on what position you are, when you're growing up, where you are in the world, what your family surroundings are, changes a lot of your possibilities, and that's kind of, in a way, one kind of hard thing about life, in my opinion. But at the same time, wouldn't kind of say that anyone should stop believing. If you've got a dream, no matter your situation, encourage everyone to chase it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they said everything, but, well, nice to meet you. And I think what's quite important also is, obviously we're driving around in circles, trying to do the best we can and living our dream, but living in a happy way, in the right way. And there's a lot more things outside of racing or outside of everyone's job that's also very important. So leading by example, which you're doing, and probably helping a lot of people. So congrats, and yeah, just being happy in life and enjoying what you do when you do it.
Amazing question, Drew. Thank you very much. Thank you to our drivers here. All of the drivers will be available in the driver media pen, which is behind us, and the people on the door on your way out will guide you down. Thank you.